All right, everybody, we're doing a guided walkthrough of the Bandit 10 level from the Bandit Labs over at overthewire.org. We're in Bandit level 10, and what are we supposed to be doing in Bandit level 10? We've got this data.txt file over here, and we can go ahead and take a look at the level goals over at this link over here, Bandit level 10 to Bandit level 11. It says that the level goal is the password for the next level is stored in the file data.txt, which contains Base64 encoded data. So Base64 encoded data, what is that? Let's go ahead and take a look over at our explanation file. Okay, so in Bandit level 10, we're talking about the Base64 command. The Base64 command encodes and decodes data according to the Base64 system. It is often used to convert data for transmission across computer networks. So the reason why they called this Base64 is because there are 64 different characters inside of this system. So you can see that the different symbols that are being used are the capital letters, the lowercase letters, numbers, and a couple of special characters, most notably the plus sign and the slash, the forward slash. So the characters used in Base64 encoding are shown here. Note that all Base64 encoded strings must consist of a number of characters that is divisible by 4. In the cases where an encoded string is not divisible by 4, the encoding process will pad out the string with equal symbols until the string is divisible by 4. So you see here that the number of characters in this string without the equal symbol is not divisible by 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11 characters here, which is not divisible by 4. So they add a number of equal signs until it is divisible by 4. So we need one equal sign to equal 12, which is a number divisible by 4. So the way we use the Base64 command is as follows. So first of all, we've got the command itself, Base64, and then the decode switch, which is -D for decode. And then the last thing we need to supply with the Base64 command is the file to be operated upon, in which this case is data.txt. So let's go back to the terminal here. We've got data.txt, and if we were to read it normally, we see this long string over here. So the reason why we can identify this as a Base64 encoded string is because the string consists of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and we can see that there is a number of equal signs at the end over here. So the equal signs are a pretty good indication that this might be a Base64 encoded string because there are not too many other encoding systems that use these equal signs at the end of these strings. So let's go ahead and use the Base64 command to decode the string. So it's Base64-D and then the name of the file, data.txt. We execute the command, and it says here the password is this password right over here. So that's how we get the password for the next level. So we have to record this. And before we finish out the level, let's go ahead and talk about what we did in this level by doing a little after action report over at GitHub over here. And where are we? Here. Okay, so the username, Bandit10, the password was this. The method of solve, we needed to use the Base64 program to decode the contents of the data.txt file. And we've got the command we used over here. All right, everybody, that was a guided walkthrough for the Bandit 10 level from the Bandit CTF game over at overthewire.org. If you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please click on the like and subscribe buttons on the video and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time, HackerFrogs out.
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.